had to leave daddy's house. Yeah, he had to leave daddy's house. I wish some of us in the church would really think like that. We come to church dressed how we want to dress, talking how we want to talk, looking how we want to look, feeling like we want to feel. But I would rather that some of us would just leave daddy's house if we really wanted to. Before he really wanted to cut him out, he had an intoxicated imagination. What intoxicated this imagination was because Satan was after him. And so understand that after he had this intoxicated imagination, understand, brothers and sisters, that he had an internal invasion. He had an internal invasion. What is this internal invasion? Listen. First of all, understand that Satan cares nothing about your external blessings. A lot of the time we want to say, I'm going back to the devil's camp and get my car and get my house. But let me tell you something. Satan don't care about none of that. He's looking for your heart. He's looking for your relationship with the Lord. He wants to see how can he tear your home up. But I heard the word of God say, when God joins together, let no man. Yeah. He don't want that car. No. He wants your internal relationship with God. Check this out. When he leaves home, listen to the text. When he leaves home, he has a ring, he has a robe, and he has shoes. His ring, understand that his ring meant that he had authority. His robe meant that he had distinction. And his shoes meant that he had sonship. And Satan didn't want his ring. He didn't want his robe. Nor did he want his shoes. He wanted that relationship. He had an internal invasion. He wanted that relationship that he had. He had it. When he leaves home, listen, check this out. When he leaves home, he dresses himself. But then when he's out there, the world undresses him. But check this out. If you come on back to daddy's house, daddy will dress you up better than before. I said something y'all just missed it. I'm going to put y'all on the short bus. When you come back to daddy's house, daddy will give you what you've been missing in the first place. When you come on back to daddy's house, daddy will dress you up better than you were before. Daddy will dress you up. Listen. You have been defined by what God makes you. God has deposited something on the inside that the devil wants out of you. Let me say that again. God has deposited something on the inside that the devil wants to get out of you. When I was a little boy, one time I used to have a piggy bank. And on the inside of this piggy bank, I would put a quarter in there. Sometimes I put a dime in there. And back then, we used to have the paper food stamp. Y'all don't know. Yes, sir. And the dollar paper food stamp was brown. And so what I would do was, I would put every now and then a nickel, every now and then a quarter, and every now and then a food stamp. But one day the bomb pop man was coming down the street. And when the bomb pop man was coming down the street, I said, I want to give you one of them 25-cent torpedo pops. Y'all don't know nothing about that. And so when the torpedo pop, I heard the bomb pop man coming. So what I did, I picked up my piggy bank and I began to shake it. And the nickel would come out. And so I shook it some more. And I saw that food stamp up and I moved it out the way. The quarter would come out. And I say, uh-oh, the quarter came out. Go give me a torpedo pop. But understand this, just like God. Sometimes God will shake us in order to get out of us what he has deposited within us. Preach, Pastor Grice. And when God shakes you, it's for a purpose. Because God only wants to make you something greater than you are right now. Let your neighbor say, neighbor, God wants to make something better out of you. Satan wants your authority. He wants your distinction. And he wants your sonship. Don't Satan take the joy. Touch your neighbor, say, neighbor, don't let Satan take the joy. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. Don't y'all remember Job? His wife told him, all you got to do is curse your God. And he said, you can get rid of all of this. But Job said, though he slay me, yet will I trust in the Lord. Is there anybody up in here that's gonna trust in God? Come hell or high water, I'm gonna trust in the Lord. So here he is at his daddy's house. At his daddy's house. Understand what daddy did. Daddy delivered his desires. Understand that when he was in the land, there was a famine. After he had left out, there was a famine in the land. Now here he is in the midst of a famine. He was in sorrowful surroundings. He joins himself, which means kolos in the Greek. He joins himself to what's around him. He glues himself to his surroundings. And when he glues himself to his surroundings, his allegiance changes, his appetite changes, his attitude changes, his activities change, and most of all, his attire changes. Everything around him changes, but he moves from sorrowful surroundings to a starving star.